Howard Webb's referees will be keeping tabs on one of Arne Slot's biggest stars after he avoided being sent off against Nottingham Forest. That is according to former PGMOL chief and ex-FIFA referee, Hackett, who exclusively told Football Insider that he is becoming increasingly concerned about some unseen challenges in the Premier League. During the Reds' surprise defeat to Brentford last month, Mohamed Salah was fortunate to avoid a red card after a stamp-like challenge on Kevin Shada, and it was not a rare occurrence. Tottenham's Pedro Porro was cautioned against Everton for a similar incident, but Hackett is convinced that a red card would be more appropriate, and that Slot was lucky not to see his side go down to 10 men. Ryan Gravenberch should have seen red versus Nottingham Forest. Liverpool were embarrassed 3-0 by Forest at Anfield on Saturday 22nd of November, and matters could have been even worse had Andy Madley shown Ryan Gravenberch a red card in the 23rd minute. Replays showed clear contact on midfielder Ibrahim Sangare, and while Forest's No. 6 continued playing before being brought down by Alexis Mac Allister, the result could have been far more serious. Of course, Sean Dyche and his players did not drop their heads, taking the lead through Murillo on the 33-minute mark, before Nicola Savona and Morgan Gibbs-White secured the 3 points. Gravenberch was eventually sanctioned in the 66th minute after a deliberate handball, attempting to claim a free kick, but many feel that the midfielder should not have been on the pitch at that time. Hackett raises more red flags after Liverpool avoid red card. Speaking exclusively to Football Insider about the incident, the former referee said, "I worry about the interpretation from our referees on serious foul play. We need to look at excessive force. Did he come in at pace? It's always a judgment. But what's worrying me is where the landing area of the player's feet is. This is about 6 inches above the ankle, so it's a very vulnerable position. For the referee not to see this. I guess the VAR was out having a cup of tea or making one. He just wasn't there, and again, it's a poor decision. If I were in charge of these referees, I'd be showing them 1 or 2 clips from this player and saying, look, you need an eye on this guy. You need to keep an eye on him because he's got a tendency to do this. If you tell me referees don't mark the cards of players, I'm telling you that they do. They're prepared going into games just as much as players doing corners and set pieces.